Hi, my name is Grace Boucher, and I'm from Middlebury. I currently attend the Culinary Institute of America in Hyde Park, New York, one of 4 campuses worldwide. And as of December 18th, I will be starting my junior year, which will be from January till about July. And my senior year will then be September until April. Um, so, um, why I chose the CIA. I've always wanted to bake. I've always enjoyed being in the kitchen. Everybody has a past, and I always found that being in the kitchen was a solace for me. And as I grew older, I realized that it was becoming a passion, and it brought together 2 things I really enjoyed, which is art, but also science and math, like 2 very hard subjects to combine. Um, and so when I was figuring out where I wanted to go and what I wanted to do, baking was something that I definitely saw myself doing um, for quite some time, something I would pursue professionally. And when I was looking for schools, there was one school in one college in Vermont, and that was New England Culinary Institute. But I applied everywhere around New England, stayed closer to home, and I got accepted to NECI, but I also got accepted here at the CIA. And NECI has a decent reputation, but the CIA is sort of the brand name in the culinary industry. And I realized that if I really wanted to go anywhere, I really need to invest in myself now while I had time. And it was quite a large investment. Each year or each semester is about 20 grand, so each year is about 40 grand. So all in all, continuing through the bachelor's, that's about $160,000, which I do not have. I've paid for some of it currently through working when I have the chance. I don't have that many breaks. It is a tri-semester schedule, and I've applied for many scholarships. I have received a couple moderately sized scholarships that have definitely helped me out. I've also had some support from my family, but that's minimal, and I'm just about running through those funds when I'm done with my associates, so the first 2 years of the program. And my plan is to finish off and do my bachelor's. And so one of the questions posed was, how does the Vermont grant help me pay? And the Vermont grant currently is giving me about 5 grand a year, and compared to 40 grand, it's a good chunk for me. It really helps me out, just because I don't have a large amount of money from any one place. I have a lot of little things that help me out, and Vermont Grant is definitely one of the larger grant/scholarships. I work on campus. I'm an RA, so that's about 4 grand every semester, which is really nice. But going into bachelor's, I'm gonna have to pick up a couple other jobs. It is a very rigorous curriculum, but I have kept a GPA of about 3.7. If I were to not get the Vermont grant, I'm not sure I would be able to continue on for my bachelor's, which honestly would be a little bit crushing, which is something that I faced last summer when I didn't think I'd be able to go. But I was able to apply for some more scholarships and figure out where I stand financially. And it was a big moment for me last year. I also money's always been tight. I've been part of the VSAC group since about 7th grade with Carrie, and she was great. Like, she supported me 110% of the way, and she always helped me understand what would help me get to where I want to go. And it's not exactly the best paying job, but getting my bachelor's will definitely help me out. And like I said before, I understand it's investment, and it's just getting that chunk of change right now, so I'm not drowning in loans later. And that's honestly where this Vermont grant is helping me. It's a very different situation from a conventional school. I know it's a very different perspective, but I can't say enough how much it's helped. This 1 year ago, I was diagnosed with thyroid cancer, and I had to take about half a year off for medical leave. And unfortunately, I lost a couple grand of scholarship money because the school said that I was a leave of absence. And that was really hard. But it's been something that I've always wanted to do. I always wanted to open up a dessert shop that also pairs local beers, wines, spirits, and I don't think I would get this experience in Vermont. I can't see myself really working very many places. I think Vermont is a really great place to grow up, and I think it's also a really great place to settle down, but it's a very small state, and for me, getting out of the state has been really important and really eye-opening, and I would love to go back to Vermont, but I'm really happy that I'm at school in New York. It's really changed a lot of things for me.